Hello and welcome to the grand final of the opening round of the 2015 Combe Karting Championship.
Yes, and we started with 42 drivers, and now the best 8 drivers from the semi-finals have made it through into this grand final.
Yes, a very exciting race indeed in prospect. A maximum grid of 8 karts then, all of the winners from the respective semi-finals. So Zach Venn on pole position in the number 37 kart, and alongside him is 33 Ed Bars. On the second row, number 30 is Dan Good, James Paramore alongside him in number 4. On to the third row, Alex Kite, number 5, and Lee James, number 34. And rounding out the field, number 41, Hugh Hegarty, and number 2, Jeremy Woodward. All set for the off then. 8 laps ahead of us. Away they go. A good even start between the 2 front row drivers. It's Ed Bars trying to go around the outside, but he can't quite make that work. So it's Zach Venn that slots into the lead of the race as they make their way through the first few corners. Venn it is that leads from Bars in second place. It looks like Dan Good there in third. And the top 4 beginning to just break away a bit, Luke, at the start of the race.
And Alex Kite is in 5th as well, not too far from the leading 4. And in 5th place, 6th place, Jeremy Woodward.
Yes, he's made up 2 places already because he started right at the back of the grid in 8th position, one of the Masters class drivers in his first ever round, Luke.
Yeah, and he'll have quite a healthy lead in the Masters Championship, being the only one to actually make it into the grand final.
So it's now 5 for the lead, still Venn ahead. He's another experienced kart racer, but a newcomer to the Combe Championship. He's ahead then of Ed Bars, who was 2nd in the 2013 Championship, 4th in the 2014 Championship, so Ed quite experienced around this circuit.
Yeah, and Dan Good and James Paramore behind him were 2nd and 3rd in the championship last year, James being 2nd and Dan 3rd.
So plenty of experience out there. Last year's champion, Christian Jennings, certainly not taking part this weekend. We may or may not see him as the season goes on, but it's pretty intense, this fight for the lead between the first 4 karts here. We're on board now with Ed Bars now. Has Ed? Yes, he's got a problem, I think, Luke.
Yeah, he's putting his hand in the air. It looks like his front left wheel's got a problem there, and he's pulling off at the first corner.
That's a big lead then for Zach Venn, it appeared, but that was already coming down, Luke, with the number 30 kart, Dan Good, closing in now in second place.
Yeah, it looks like he's slowed down. I'm not quite sure why, but there's now a 5-kart train for the lead again.
I just wonder if Zach thought there was a problem there, and maybe the race was being stopped the way he slowed up there with the driver immediately behind him pulling up. This is what happened.
Yeah, this is a replay, and you can see that he's going through the chicane very slowly, and the chasing 4 karts going through the chicane much, much quicker.
Into the second half of the race now. So it's Zach Venn leading. Dan Good is in second place. In third place now, who's that? That's James Paramore, isn't it?
Yes, and in 4th place now, Jeremy Woodward from the back of the grid.
Excellent drive from Jeremy. He'll be very pleased with how that has gone. And what's going on there?
It looks like Ed Bars is peeling off, getting out of the way of the leaders and pulling into the pits.
Yeah, very wise, I think, to keep out of the way of this pretty intense battle, because there's, 4 or 5 karts involved here, turning their way through the first corner onto lap 6, so only 2 more laps to go at the end of this one.
Yeah, and it looks like Lee James is quite safe in 6th place, maybe catching the leading 5 a bit.
Yeah, Lee has been quite well up in the championship in the past, hasn't he? Going to get another experienced driver around this layout.
Yeah, he came 3rd in the 2013 championship, so definitely making good progress in this race.
On to the penultimate lap we go then, and it's Zach Venn leading. It's still Dan Good in 2nd. James Paramore is 3rd as they make their way through the chicane up the hill towards the top part of the circuit here. Is there going to be a challenge on for 2nd place? Paramore quite close to the back of the number 30 kart there as they now turn their way, and a look there for the lead. There's contact. Oh, and spinning round into the wall goes Zach Venn, the race leader, and he looks to be out of the race. Here's a replay.
Yes, and you can see Dan's dived at the inside. They've come out the corner side by side. Zach's hit the wall and bounced back out in front of James, leaving him nowhere to go.
So that is heartbreak for Zach Venn on his debut in the Combe Karting Championship. Looks to be out of contention here, and it's a big lead now for Dan Good. He's halfway around the final lap already.
Yeah, and he's got a big lead over Jeremy Woodward, who's now in 2nd place, with Alex Kite in 3rd, and I think James Paramore's continued in 4th.
Yes, so Jeremy Woodward there staying out of trouble, but the win here is going to go to Dan Good in the opening round of the 2015 Combe Karting Championship. From in 2nd place, Jeremy Woodward, and as you say, 3rd place went the way of Alex Kite, with James Paramore continuing to 4th, Lee James 5th, and Hugh Hegarty in 6th position.
The incident involving Dan Good and Zach Venn was reviewed after the race by all of the marshals. It was a very, very difficult decision to come to, but Dan Good kept his win.
And with Dan Good keeping his win, that puts him 1 point ahead in the championship standings. 51 points to 50 ahead of James Paramore. Zach Venn is third. He's just another point behind. Ed Bars, another point behind him. It's very close indeed, but there's still several more rounds to go.
Thank you very much for watching, and we hope to see you again for round 2.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light